Welcome to Rated G for Gamers podcast, episode 76. I'm your host, Dave Rotino. This is my co-host, Dan, the podcaster formerly known as Classic Robinson.
What's going on, man?
You
know what I hate?
What's up?
I hate when I go to a store or something and they were like, so, like Starbucks, and they were like, so what's your name? And I say, Dan. Everyone says, the man with the plan, Dan.
Dan with the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And they look at me, and I'm not smiling. You know why? Because I've heard that for 35 years.
So what you're telling me is you don't like the podcaster formerly known as Classic?
I love the podcaster formerly known as Classic Robinson. You know what I would hate?
You gotta let him know then. You gotta let him know when you go to the store.
You know what I would hate? I would hate if you said, it's Dan, the man with the plan, Robinson. Then I would hate it.
Trust me, I will never say Dan, the man with the plan, Robinson.
Yes.
No, because you were always the podcaster formerly known as Classic.
Because that sounds stupid. I've heard that all my life.
Yeah.
And it's never funny. And it's not funny when the people at Starbucks do it.
Yeah, no. I'm good. I'm jacked up on coffee right now.
Yeah, you did. You had like this whole pot brewing.
I did. Well, I mean, I was up like ass early in the morning to head down to a garage sale. And it was worth the trip, I think.
Well, what did you pick up? You didn't even tell me what you picked up.
Well, okay.
You said you cleaned them out.
Yeah, we can definitely go through this right now. I did clean them out. I mean, I left like I left Ford versus Chevy Racing for PS2.
Ah, come on. That was a classic. You should have picked it up.
I felt like it was better suited for somebody else.
Well, how much I'm sure if it was dirt cheap, why don't you just pick it up?
Well, it had that. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I hate when you get games from GameStop and they wrap the pre-owned thing, the pre-owned yellow sticker on the inside, so it sticks to the no, can't do it.
Listen, I have a bunch of those for the original Xbox games.
Sometimes you just can't avoid it, Sometimes you just got to deal with it, but I can pass on Ford versus Chevy. I feel like I could find that again.
All you got to do is just take the artwork out and slightly try to peel it off. Slightly.
It's tough.
Slightly, but if it's just like some super glue, then,
Well, okay, so
you can always reprint that artwork.
Yeah, sure, but then it wouldn't be authentic. Pro tip on that, though, if you have a hairdryer sitting around, usually the hairdryer will loosen up the glue that's on the sticker, and then you can just kind of get it off. If you have it at the right distance, you don't want to have it too close, otherwise you may burn or singe the paper on the inside. But yeah, sometimes that works pretty well. Better than just trying to scrape it off.
But I mean, if it was on a plastic, just hit it.
Plastic is easy.
Hit it with some Windex. And just slightly peel it off. And then if like one part is not coming off, take it from the other side. So.
Well, I did that on the other two. I did that on the Vice City Stories for PS2, which was one of the pickups. The MotorStorm 3, which was a nice pickup. A buttload of DS games. A couple of GBA games. I got Super Mario Advance. The first one, I think. Picked up a white DS. And the crown jewel of the whole entire thing, and you guys can see this on Facebook, is a Sonic blanket with a Sonic plush. I was like,
you got a little plushie.
I need that. Yeah, dude, it's super cool.
Aww.
I got it, and I got it all. I got it all dirt cheap.
Are you gonna sleep on it?
No.
Gonna sleep with it?
No.
It's gonna be right next to your pillow when you wake up.
No. I mean, it was like, okay. So the good thing about it is they never used it. They still have the tags on it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Don't even need to wash it.
Well, you know what? I'm starting to leave the little stickers, the little Best Buy stickers on my games when I find them.
Are you?
It builds character. These games aren't fake. These games are actually been in the wild and been used. And,
sure,
and
yeah.
Been a coaster on somebody's table at some point.
Like a badge of honor. Sure,
yes.
sure. I get that. I get that.
So I usually keep it on. That, and I'm just too lazy to try to take them off now too.
I will only keep them on if it would be detrimental to remove it. Like if it's gonna ruin something, I'll just get. I
have a Dick Tracy
for Nintendo
inbox for NES, and I have a huge sticker. I have a huge Funko Land sticker in the front. and I tried to peel it off, and it was nothing but white under it.
Oh,
so that Funko Land sticker is not going anywhere.
No. You're like, all right.
As a matter of fact, I had to put a little bit of glue under it so the sticker could go back to sticking on, and not try to peel off.
Let's just pretend I didn't try and rip that off.
Yeah. Just try to pretend I didn't rip this box.
That's funny.
So, and you got Tekken 7 for Xbox.
Definitely, yeah. We both picked up Tekken.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
And we both have two different versions. I have the PS4 version, you have the Xbox, and there are two different. It's like the old school ones when you got a game and there's something different about this, right? I got the VR version.
Yeah, I did. I didn't do my research. I did not realize the PlayStation version had a VR version.
I have no idea what, I don't know if it's a first person view or what. So I haven't played it yet. I've been playing Tekken, but I haven't played it in VR mode yet. But if you get the Xbox version,
since Tekken 6,
Tekken 6 is backwards compatible. You get that with Tekken 7.
I own the Tekken 6 already.
Okay, and so do I, as of today, because I bought it on eBay.
It's nice to have. Oh, Tekken 6 is great. Yeah,
I bought Tekken 6 and 5 are the only ones I didn't have. I have the long box Tekken 1 for the PS1.
Yeah, that's hard to find.
So
that's hard to find.
I've had that for a while, and I got 2 and 3 for PlayStation, and I got a bunch of other Tekken ones too. Tag Team Tournament and Tournament 2 and stuff.
Tournament 2 were great.
Yeah, and it was one that came out. I think specifically for the PSP too.
That is the Dark Resurrection. Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection.
I have that.
Which had a extra character, maybe 2. Yeah.
So
I know my Tekken, by the way.
I see you're a big Tekken guy.
That's right. It's our Brian Fury for life.
So I was all right. So you know what? Why don't we just get into it?
All
right. I mean, since we
might as well
get out. What do you think, Mister? I'm gonna play on hard. What do you think of Tekken?
I like a challenge. I'm sorry. I'm good at video games. Hashtag. Hashtag good at video games.
Hashtag think I'm good at video games.
I want a challenge though. Honestly, I want a bit of a challenge. So far so good. Thumbs up in this corner. It's got a pretty good roster, I think. Story mode is interesting.
Well, there's no arcade mode.
There is no
that
arcade
I can see of. There's a story mode like Injustice. And then you could play individual stories like you can in Street Fighter 5.
Yep.
And I got to say, I am not engaged in the story.
Well,
at all. It is mostly in Japanese. It is not in English, even though they have English subtitles. And
you don't want to read.
I don't want to read. I'm tired of reading. I don't want to say halfway through the story mode. I have no idea how far I am in the story mode. I just played it for I played it for maybe 30, 40 minutes.
You did the one run through already.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
By any means.
Okay.
So the story didn't capture me. I've never been a huge Tekken person. I haven't followed the story. I barely know how to pronounce their names.
That's also true. To your credit, to your credit, the story is pretty convoluted for what it is. But yeah, I mean, if you've played all the other ones, you kind of know the relationships. Who's the father, the grandfather, the son, the wife, the daughter, the whatever. Everyone's got some weird relationship in that game. So,
I mean, it looks great for a 2-year-old game.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it when I went to Japan. I ended up.
You played Tekken 7 in an arcade.
I did,
which didn't come out until just now. And then you played Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, and they were both fantastic. And Pokken was great when it came out, and Tekken is great now.
So, I just the story. Will I go back to finish it? If I need a mindless thing to do. While I'm listening to a podcast, maybe, because I'm not gonna. I'm so far in, I have no idea what's going on.
Well, you have to pay attention to the story. That's point number one. You got to read the Japanese, or you got to read the English subtitles. I'm sorry.
Well, only if I can read Japanese. Yes. And it's a little weird because one person is talking English, another person is talking Japanese.
Yeah, and somehow Nina knows Japanese but speaks in English, and Hayachi knows English but speaks in Japanese. Yeah, no, it's a little odd. Not to spoil any bits about the story, but
listen, it's that really spoiling. I mean, this is the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, we haven't said any real big plot points.
I would say it's just a little weird, and the prologue is all in English,
right? And
I have no idea who this person is.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't think he's a playable character. I think he may just be the narrator of the story, possibly. But yeah. So, I mean, gameplay, yeah.
Oh, gameplay is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the fight,
agreed.
Just the whole fighting mechanic, I think is awesome. And we played Tekken. Mm-hmm. It's a normal Tekken game,
and they've added in these new like dark arts or whatever. They're kind of like super moves.
They're like a power up. Right. It's like being Goku and you go Super Saiyan.
Exactly, yeah.
Except for your old red.
Exactly, and they're super powerful. They do a lot of damage. They are very easy to dodge and block. So I don't really think it unbalances the game.
All right,
but, it's a nice little addition.
Well, you gave it a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up so far.
I gave the fighting the thumbs up.
Okay.
But let's just see what everyone else thought. Just do a little quick review roundup.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken 7 PS4 got an 82 on Metacritic.
Okay.
So
solid.
Pretty much U.S. Gamer give it an 80.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation Universe gave it 85. Mm-hmm. PlayStation Lifestyle gave it 85. Games Radar surprisingly gave it an 80. I didn't think they were really, I heard some negative things about the game before it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Games Radar, I didn't think they would like it. That they would score it a little low. Game Informer gave it 80. Destructor gave it 80. And surprisingly, IGN gave it a 95. Now, caveat, just a little, got to put a little asterisk next to this. This is not Vince Ingenito giving this. Vince was the fighting guy expert.
Mm-hmm.
He was the fighting guy expert at IGN, and recently left back in March. So actually, we should tweet him. I'm curious
what his opinion is.
If he even played the game.
Sure, yeah. He's the. Oh, I'm sure he has.
So I know I've semi followed him on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So I don't see. I think he's just freelancing right now. I don't think he's working anywhere. Even though he should go to Kind of Funny.
Agreed.
So So I picked up a handful of things, nothing big. I got pretty much Metal Gear 2 for an NES. That's Snake's Revenge.
It's not Metal Gear 2.
It's Metal Gear. When you look it up, it says Metal Gear 2.
Does it say it anywhere on the cartridge and or the box art?
When you go buy it.
Again, answer my question.
Well, you know what? I don't have the box, so I don't know what the box art says.
What does it say on the cartridge?
It doesn't matter.
It says Snake's Revenge.
Sometimes the box art will have something different.
So the Metal Gear Solid 2 that came out on the MSX that we never got here, that is Metal Gear 2, no?
That is a port of Metal Gear 2.
No, these are wildly different games. Because Metal Gear 2 is much like the original Metal Gear. Snake's Revenge is kind of like Metal Gear with weird side-scrolling.
It is the NES Metal Gear 2.
It is the NES Snake's Revenge. I mean, it has Snake in it.
So
by all intents and purposes, it is Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear 2, but it doesn't explicitly say Metal Gear 2.
It's Metal Gear 2. Everywhere you go, try Lukey Games, JJ Games, eBay.
Okay.
So it says Metal Gear 2, Snake's Revenge.
All right. So you got that.
I picked that up, and I actually posted a little graphic of all the Metal Gear games I have in my collection on Instagram. Check us out, Rated G for Gamers at Instagram. I also picked up The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for the Wii U. Don't know if it's a good game or not.
Well, it's on the Wii U, so it's got about a 50-50 chance of it being a good game.
I think I'm one of 10 people that actually liked the movie Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, it was okay.
Jamie Foxx is the Shocker. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I didn't see what the fuss was about when people canned it. Personally,
I'm sorry. I can't take any villain seriously called the Shocker.
Oh, stop it! But
I'm sorry.
Before I finish my pickups, you know what I watched over the weekend? Last weekend?
I don't.
I finally saw, and I know it's a long time coming. Suicide Squad.
Oh, thoughts?
That movie's bad.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as they say it is. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
No. Don't get me wrong. The movie's bad.
Go ahead.
The movie's bad. It really is bad. The premise, stupid. Just the intent. I mean, look, spoilers. It's been out for it's a year now.
Oh no, go ahead.
Enchantress is the big super villain.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Huge miss. Really stupid. Makes no sense. Not to mention, I guess we are going to get really into spoiler territory right here.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean,
it's a movie that nobody thought was good. So if you haven't seen it by now, you're probably not going to see it.
I mean, Enchantress pretty much takes over this city. I forgot which city it was. like, you know, the bad guys are already there, so, you know, the Suicide Squad's already there, so they got to save the day. Mm-hmm. It's like, where's Batman in all of this? He was ready to. He flew from Gotham to help to beat Superman. Where's all the good guys?
Right. So they didn't make any reference to any of the Justice League characters that have been established already.
Well, okay. Well, spoilers if you haven't seen Batman v Superman, but they did make, you know, reference to Superman being dead in the beginning, because it was like some, you know, T-shirts of him, you know, sort of like rest in peace type of thing.
Oh, that's right.
And at the end, Amanda Waller is having dinner with Ben Affleck, and you know, she gives him secret files of, like, you know, a bunch of DC characters, and as he's leaving, she says, you know, you look a little tired, maybe you should quit your night job, you know, and then he looks and says, maybe you should just stop this program, me and my friends will handle it, type thing, right? Okay. So it's like, Batman, where were you when this whole catastrophe was happening in the city?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, that whole universe is messed up as it is, so...
And you know what? I give the movie credit. Will Smith was awesome as Deadshot. I thought Deadshot was awesome.
So he was the star?
He was the star of the movie. He was the star of the movie. Harley Quinn.
Margot Robbie, yeah.
She was awesome. She was like a believable Harley Quinn.
Okay. And
you know what? Jared Leto wasn't bad as Joker.
Right.
All right. I mean, Joker was more like a mobster in this movie than he was like a psychotic mobster, I would say. Not like you know, he's not like the Godfather or anything.
Right.
But you know, he was like a psychotic I thought he was okay. I mean, listen, it's hard act to follow when you're following Heath Ledger's Joker.
Well, sure, you don't want to basically just try and ape what he was doing. You know, you want to do something new.
Yeah, no, I actually like the Joker. And for all intents and purposes, he should have been the bad guy. Like, they all should have been trying to stop him. Right. You know, and as a matter of fact, it would have made more sense if it was like, you know, they're trying to stop him whilst Batman and Superman are fighting in Gotham. You know, like, sure, it should have been taken.
They're dealing with something while this is going on.
That
kind of makes sense, and then they can weave it all together.
Yeah, because then it would make sense why Batman isn't here to take care of the Joker, because it was all, you know, because in the beginning they show sort of like how all the bad guys got caught. And it was like Batman, you know, he's the one that caught Harley Quinn as he was chasing the Joker, and you know, Captain Boomerang was defeated by Captain Boomerang was he's a major bad guy in the Flash series. Okay. And Flash was in it. It was a cameo from the Flash. So it was a bad movie. Okay. It just wasn't maybe it really was as bad as everyone said it was. But
I feel like you're trying to defend it in some weird way.
I am, because I think they had some good qualities, and I think they could redeem themselves if there was a Suicide Squad 2. Just act like Suicide Squad 1 didn't happen.
Okay, you gloss over that,
You just gloss over. Listen, they did it in Universal Soldier.
Yeah, sure.
He had I think in the third one, he had a kid.
You're going deep with the cuts right now.
And they just ignored it in Universal Soldier 4.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know there was 4 Universal Soldiers.
There's 5, actually.
Oh, my God. Do you own them all? You've seen them all, obviously.
I've seen them all.
Wow.
I think it was either 2 or 3. It's been a while. Late 90s.
Universal Soldier Van Damme, right?
Van Damme is in all of them, yes.
He is in all of them?
Yes, he's in all of them. And Dolph Lundgren was in the last one. He went crazy. He went psychotic, cutting people's ears off again.
Okay. Oh, we're going deep here on the Rated M for Movies podcast.
You know what? We should do that too. We should have a segment, Rated M for Movies.
Rated M for Movies. Sure.
You know what? Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll get deep into that at another time.
All right.
But Suicide Squad did suck, but I think it has redeeming qualities that I think they can.
So watchable.
You know what?
I love you. Always take a pause before you.
I didn't think about what I'm saying.
Yeah, but no, not really.
It's watchable. You know what? Here we go.
So see it, but you don't need to see it again.
No. It's watchable if you watch it the way I did. I was a little tipsy. It came on HBO. And I had a pizza. I had the munchies. And I watched it for however long it is, and I came away saying I'm glad I watched it on HBO. It honestly, to be honest with you, it wouldn't have been as bad if this was sort of like the Daredevil series, right? Only on Netflix. If this was like a Netflix thing, or if you want to do like a Hulu, do a competitor to Netflix on Hulu, it would have been fine for what it was. Right. Campy, stupid. But because you had to pay $16 to see this in the movie theater, not what we expected.
Okay.
So, all right. I said all that to say this. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I picked it up for the Wii U.
To bring it back around.
Don't know if the game is good or not. I also picked up another game that looks horrible, but I got it for like $4.
Yeah.
The Book of the Unwritten Tales 2 for the Wii U.
Wow. I didn't know there was a Book of Unwritten Tales 1.
That makes 2 of us. I need to go find it out so I can have the complete set.
Yeah, I think you need to buy the first one, play the first one, and then possibly play the second one.
It looks like a fairy tale RPG to me. But I got it brand new Amazon. It was like $4, so I said I'll pick it up.
Okay, brand new for $4. Wow.
Yeah,
that's a steal.
Or maybe not. Amazon Prime. So you never know. The Unwritten Tales 1 is probably on the Wii. Yeah. Shovelware somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Let's get to actually some pretty good games. I got Goof Troop.
Pretty good. Goof Troop is fantastic.
For SNES. Label is super faded, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The
game works.
And I got Addams Family Values.
For also good.
SNES.
Not as good as Goof Troop, but still a fun game.
Picked those up for a good price. So yeah, that's it from really my pickup. So Dave, how we always try to start the show but never actually start the show. What have you been playing?
Well, I think we already got into it. Tekken. Tekken.
Just Tekken. He's just Tekken around.
That's it. Tekken around. I'm Tekken around. Yeah, I'm going deep into Tekken. Yeah, and it's probably going to be Tekken next week as well.
Tekken.
Deep into Tekken.
All Tekken. Okay.
So yeah.
That's it.
Well, okay. Tekken and also Mario Kart on the go.
Because you've always been playing Mario. You're never going to stop playing. Did you put down Zelda and now you just can't put down Mario?
Well, I mean, it's the other good game that's out for it right now. The other really good game that's out for it. So
okay,
play that for a bit until ARMS comes out, I guess.
All right. Well, as I think I was telling you this off the air, I gave myself a post birthday gift. I treated myself because I had a long week of work in the office. So I picked up Power Stone for Dreamcast.
Classic.
The original. And I paid the money for it.
Right. And shocker, you haven't played this yet.
I've never played this.
Oh, you're in for a good time.
I know everyone's telling me it's like sort of Smash Brothers. 3D. Smash Brothers on Sega. So I picked up Power Stone and Power Stone the Collection for the PSP.
Nice.
So Power Stone 2 is just expensive. It was like $100.
Yeah, it's pricey.
The Japanese version, as always, is a little cheaper, but I don't have a Japanese Dreamcast. And unlike,
I thought you could just pop in any game in there.
On a Dreamcast? No, I think you need a Japanese Dreamcast.
You may be right.
Or a modded Dreamcast to play Japanese and PAL games. I mean, I have the Sega Saturn. If you have the cartridge, you could play.
Right.
But I also want, because the Sega Saturn, the Japanese version, looks different. Different color.
Sure.
So I have both the American and the Japanese version of Saturn. Most underrated game of all time.
Underrated game system.
Underrated system of all time. Yes. I know it was a B, not cursing, no explicit tag. Try not to. To program for, but it was still a great system. RGT agrees
85.
with me. Yes. You
were the two people on the internet who think the Saturn was the most underrated system of all time.
Well, we're going to do a crossover. We're going to do a Saturn's pickups. So what I've been playing? I've been playing Tekken 7 as well. I've been playing pretty much Super Punch Out on SNES. Now that I got
classic.
Now that I got the Superboy. What was it? The what is it called? I picked it up the other week.
The Superboy.
It's called the Superboy S.
Right.
I have the
Superboy.
Right.
You have the widescreen one.
I have the
the souped up Superboy.
Well, you could play PAL games or American games. I've been playing a lot more SNES games. So I've been playing Super Punch-Out, which is, awesome, but definitely, trying to get the patterns down is a little difficult.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the whole entire game. It's not really a boxing game. It's a pattern game.
Well, boxing games aren't. Well, I would say Punch-Out.
No.
Punch-Out is
100%
is a pattern game.
But
really
it's so good.
I jumped back into Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Ran out of arrows. Got to figure this out. Don't know how I'm going to go through it.
You can't just go to the store and buy them like you can in Breath of the Wild.
Don't know, because I'm nowhere near the store. I had already left him with and I got 10 arrows. I would think you can, after you shoot an arrow and kill the machine,
pick it up or something.
Pick it back up, But I started playing that again pretty late, so I got to get back into it.
Okay.
And I've been playing Injustice: Gods Among Us 1
going heavy on the fighting
for the Vita.
Uh-huh.
Well, I beat 2, so this is like the prequel to me. I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm at Superman. Well, spoilers. I'm playing Superman. I think this is the end. I've been playing it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I have no idea, because I'm a little confused after playing 2.
Yeah, trying to fill in all the story holes.
Well, going back playing 1, I'm like, this is not how 2 began, so I'm a little confused. So we'll see. We'll see about that. So that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, we'll take a little break, and when we come back, we'll get into the news. No Convo of the Week this week, because next week we have a huge week. It's E3.
E3 week. Oh yeah.
And we're back. All right, let's get into the news. Not a lot of news. That's been a big news because, this is like the eve of E3.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot's really big. I mean, some leaks.
There's some leaks. There's a little bit of controversy going on.
A little bit of controversy. But let's get into it.
We got some takes.
Let's get into the first controversy. Mm-hmm. We got a leak of Hori. And Hori is like a third-party manufacturer for Nintendo to make all those Nintendo controllers and stuff. Actually, awesome Pokken tournament controllers for the Wii U.
Oh yeah,
I picked up the white one. There's a Pikachu one that I think it was released in Japan. I probably got to get that one too.
Gotta get it,
but we'll see. So they released sort of like that headset for the Switch for Splatoon 2.
Yep. The
connection to this thing looks horrible. So
it is a beautiful mess.
Now, well, all right. So let's just describe the diagram of it. I mean, you have the headset that goes to sort of like this squid-shaped dongle, which goes out to the Switch, and the other one goes out to your phone.
Right.
Two things that I haven't heard anybody say. Mm-hmm. The silhouette of the phone obviously looks like an iPhone.
Yeah.
Is it an older iPhone? Because we don't have a headphone jack in a new iPhone.
That's a very good... Well, you'd have to get the adapter.
We have to use the adapter.
Which makes it even more of a kludge.
And then...
Good job, Apple.
And then... Well, no, good job, Nintendo. Thank you very much. And then if, it's just weird. So you got to have your phone connected to the dongle, connected to the Switch, connected to the headset. It's just too many effing wires.
Right.
Which, again, they didn't account for this. Because you only have one port in the iPhone. All right, and you have even if you had the splitter from the jack to the lightning cable.
Right.
If my phone is dying, I can't have it charged and connected.
That's on Apple. I'm sorry.
That's on Hori.
That's on Apple.
It's on Nintendo.
Look, ultimately. if they were like every other damn company in the world, they would still have a headphone jack.
Whatever.
Headphone jack isn't dead. 2017.
Whatever you Google lover. And in 2020, when Google eliminates the headphone jack, you're gonna be like, "This is the best move ever."
I'm just saying, it's not a problem for me because I can charge and hook this up and hook it up to my headset.
Whatever.
My question is looking at this diagram, it's the only way I can see this working, right?
Okay, first of all, let's take it back. They've already said the Switch itself has that jack supports audio and voice chat. Mm-hmm. So it's somewhere built in.
Right.
They just don't have the infrastructure.
Right. So whatever they're ultimately trying to do with it, they haven't. It's not ready for prime time yet.
What?
So this is like a stopgap.
Well, I think. Well, okay. Well, let's take it back.
Now
the Switch, right? The same problem the Vita had.
Right.
Sort of, because the Vita, you had two models when the Vita first came out. You had the regular model and you had the 3G model, where you had to have like a service. You had to pay for a service for AT&T.
Right.
All right. So it's like if you're doing voice chat and you had the 3G service, you're okay. You're okay. Right? But if you don't, you got to rely on Wi-Fi, then you're not really getting that. You're not really playing online portably then. Because you're not going to have a steady Wi-Fi service. Right.
You can only play wherever the Wi-Fi is located.
Yes. So this is the same problem with the Switch. If everyone wants to play together, I see where they were coming from, because they didn't want to make that mistake with Vita and have two different models, right, of the Switch, where you have a 3G model, or I guess a 4G model at this point, and you got to pay for
4G LTE,
4G LTE, and then you have like the model that doesn't have that 4G capability.
Well, look. They may have dodged.
So they said your phone is always on, right?
They may have dodged the model bullet now, but just wait until the Switch XL, the Mini Switch, the iSwitch, the U Switch. They're gonna have 29 different million models.
Well, couldn't they make this wireless? Couldn't they make it Bluetooth? Couldn't I connect Bluetooth to my phone?
That's a very good point. I mean, I think there's Bluetooth in there, but I don't think anything can connect to it yet. Right? Maybe there's some Bluetooth headsets or whatnot. I mean, that would be the smart way to do it.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, I'm no engineer. I don't know anything about that. I can't make. I'm not a manufacturer. I don't make this stuff. Can it be where you have the app and you link the app to your Switch?
Yeah.
Right. And that's wirelessly ish. Right. Why can't I just use the Hori headset
directly into the Switch?
Bluetooth directly into the Switch, or I guess directly into my phone.
Oh, and kind of route it that way.
But then that would pose the question: why can't I just call Dave?
You just circumvent the whole thing and just dial somebody else up. Yep, there you go.
Like we did using the Wii U. I just called Dave, and we teamed up.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone with Dave on my cell phone. Why can't I just? This is a mess. This should be just native.
It is very much a mess. And I actually, to that point, I think Bluetooth is only from one device to another. So I don't think you can kind of do like the daisy chain thing you're thinking of.
Well, no. Oh, no. Look. So, look. Here we go. You connect to your Switch, right? You connect it to your Switch,
right?
With your phone,
right?
Wirelessly. There's no wire connecting your Switch, or even if there was a wire connecting a Switch to your phone, your headset
connects to the phone
directly, via Bluetooth.
Sure. That'd be a little bit cleaner. You take out one of the wires. You don't need the dongle anymore.
Why is that's the part I don't understand. I have why is there a dongle? Why can't the headset just be Bluetooth?
I mean,
everybody's phone has Bluetooth.
There has to be a good technical reason why they didn't do it that way. I would assume. I don't know all the ramifications of it, but this is probably the easiest and the most cost-effective way for them to get this out. And they have a branded Splatoon dongle that looks like a giant squid.
Well, I know they want Splatoon sort of like the Splatoon Olympics, right?
Right.
They want the Splatoon to be like a competitive thing, right? When people play it that way, it will be docked.
Oh, of course.
So so I need my phone even when the system is docked?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
That doesn't make any sense.
You do make a good point here. You would not be able to use this in dock mode.
So...
Or not
easily. This wire doesn't look too long, does it?
No,
I can't read Japanese, but I don't think that says 6 feet.
No. It would need to be a minimum of 6 feet.
All right, and then
you're gonna have to go to Radio Shack and get an adapter.
And then my next question is for issues like this, which I'm sorry, they should have foreseen these issues, right? Why didn't they make the dock more compatible? Where you have a connection where you could just plug it in through the dock, or maybe there is an extra USB connection, right, on the dock, in the back of the dock. Maybe you theoretically could hook it up through there, like, right? Your headphones?
Sure.
If it's docked?
I mean, you can still use the audio jack. It's at the top of the thing.
That's true.
You just need a long enough cord.
You do need a long enough cord, but I'm saying, if you want to use like, I don't know, Turtle Beach.
Sure.
Right? Our systems, they all hook up through USB, right? They don't hook up through an actual headphone jack. They hook up through USB.
Usually, yeah.
So I think there's an extra USB cable connection in the back of the dock. So
to have that enabled.
So I think that's the only way you can do it, right?
If even they have that support, yeah.
I don't know. This is just a mess. It's too complicated. If this was Apple, they would have simplified everything. All right. This doesn't make any sense. I don't.
No.
Why do I need a dongle to connect all three devices?
I don't know.
Why do I need three devices?
I don't know.
This makes no sense.
Nintendo is always behind in the online realm. I'm sorry, fanboys. There's nothing you can say about it.
Xbox had this with the OG Xbox.
I know. Xbox had it out the gate. PlayStation had it with the PS3 is when they really solidified their service, and they're both great. I mean, Xbox is better online. Can't say otherwise.
Fanboy over here.
See, you can't say otherwise.
I can say otherwise. I choose not to. I just choose to call you a fanboy.
And you would be wrong.
I would be correct. So, I don't know. This just seems a mess. I'm praying this is maybe the only way the third party headsets, maybe the Nintendo sold headsets are a little better. Maybe this is a way for Hori to sell. They got the little squid dongle. I don't know. I don't. You know what? I guess I don't really care because I was going to play online anyway with people, so it doesn't even matter. I just care about the single player experience.
Sure.
So, all right, let's actually talk about, since we're talking about the Switch and online services. I gotta say, the Nintendo, no fanfare, no video, no nothing. I still wish they would have held it for E3. I'm sure they're gonna go into great detail, but for some reason they just posted on their website how much their online service is gonna be. So it's delayed until 2018. Right.
So there goes. You can scratch one of my E3 predictions off the table right now. Oops.
Well, I already told you, Dave, my predictions were going to be mostly right and Dave's going to be mostly wrong. Anyway,
we shall see.
But okay, so
we shall see. We're gonna go ahead and scorecard all of our predictions and tally up who had the most right.
Not looking good for you, Dave.
I'm only one down. I still got 18. We both had 18, right?
Yeah, we both got it.
Yeah, I think so.
You got 17.
Well, I have 17 now.
Yeah, 17 now.
It's all right.
So, all right. So basically, their online service has been delayed to 2018. This makes me think that the Switch wasn't really meant to come out in March of 2017. Maybe it was meant to come out during the holiday.
They rushed it to market.
And they're dominating, right? It's a side thing. I didn't post this anywhere, but I know we were talking about Apple and talking about the Switch. So it came out that pretty much the reason why they're trying to temper expectations with like how many Switches they can put out there, because they are fighting to compete with parts for the Switch. There's some parts that they're competing with actual Apple, of all people, on certain parts for the Switch, and they're not going to win if they're going to compete with Apple, because Apple's going to buy a lot more, because
Apple has the funds to do so.
They have the funds to do so.
They have the manpower. They have the market share, and they, more importantly, have the money. Yeah.
So, and more importantly, they have another iPhone coming out in September.
Right. Wow, so, that's interesting,
So that's why
supply shortage.
So that's why there's a supply, and it's not even just Apple. It's like I think it's like IBM or Intel or something like that. I heard like it's actual computer parts that a lot of big companies use in their products that Nintendo is competing with, just as a side note.
Yeah, so. This was an issue back in the 80s, I think. There was a shortage of I want to say the RAM chips or whatever. So, PC stuff was real expensive, and I think like making those Nintendo cartridges and getting the stuff for the Nintendo cartridges was very difficult.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, well, you were in high school back then, so you wouldn't know. You were,
I thought it was 75.
You were almost an
adult.
What's going on? Well, you graduate in high school. You graduate.
And now I'm 75.
Yeah, now
you need to work on your math skills a little bit.
Now you're 75.
The timeline is way out of whack.
All right, the service the cost is actually pretty good. So the service is $3.99 US for per month. $7.99 if you want to get 3 months, and for 12 months it's $20. I never understand why they have like 90 days. Like, why is there a 90-day thing? Why can't it just be monthly or yearly? I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a little weird.
Just covers the thing, like the 1 month membership.
Why would I want
my toe in and try it out?
Why would I want 90 days?
Right, exactly. A month worth of time should be enough to say yay or nay on the service.
Like, why would I want 90 days?
Well, you know what? It makes a good gift.
It
makes a good gift for somebody.
You know what? Happy birthday, Dave. I know you paid a year, but here's 3 more months.
Here's 3 more months. Yeah. This is where our friendship level is at.
Yeah,
right in the
$7.99
90 day
3-month
trial.
Yeah. So basically, the service includes access to classic games.
Mm-hmm. We heard about this before.
You heard about this. They briefly talked about this when they did the Switch announcement.
Right.
Which wasn't that great.
No. We had our thoughts on that. Feel free to listen to.
I have no idea what episode.
No, I don't know which episode it
was. You're really thinking too. You're trying to figure it out.
It was like episode.
I don't remember what episode it was. All right, so this includes games like Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 3, the second best Super Mario game out there. Balloon Fight, and Dr. Mario.
Which yay Balloon Fight, right?
Yay Balloon Fight. We don't know if this is limited to NES or NES games. I know they haven't mentioned anything about the rumored GameCube Virtual Console. And of course, this is like pretty much the Netflix of Nintendo, right? Where you pay a service, you get to continue to play, and then as soon as you don't pay, then that's it. But you can always buy the games, which is what they really want you to do in the first place.
Right. Well, that's how it is with Xbox Live too, right?
But the difference is every month. Well, I guess it is, because every month it changes. But
but
I can always pay. I can always play those games.
Right. This is
if
kind
you
of
queue
like
them up.
Right.
You have 30 days to play these games.
Right. 30 days for Balloon Fight, and that's it.
And then that's it. And you got to wait for it to come back around.
Mm-hmm.
So
which we all know Balloon Fight is going to be holiday season every year. Balloon Fight's going to be the game.
Oh yeah, we're going to be fighting with balloons. No, I thought that game was not a game.
In the grand scheme of things, out of all the Nintendo games that came out, come on.
Everyone's complaining about this, but I guarantee you, because it's only $20, it's
the price is right.
It's a quarter of the price of Live and Plus.
Mm-hmm.
$20. The price is right, and they did a good job of pricing it low.
Mm-hmm.
So when they increase the services, they can always add. Now it's $30.
Right.
And which would still be half the price of what the other services are.
Sure. I think it's a good move. Yeah.
No, I thought it was a great move. So, all right, let's continue to stick with the Switch. So we talked about Monster Hunter XX.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have no idea. I mean, I don't play any Monster Hunter games, to be honest. I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan.
Right. I'm really just wait until the sequel comes out. Monster Hunter XX?
That wonk.
The Return of Xander Cage.
I was really trying to figure out what you were trying.
No. I was queuing up a really awful joke.
A triple X. We gotta wait 10 more games for that to happen.
Yeah.
We gotta wait 10 more games. So we talked about last.
See, you're laughing. Thank you.
It's so bad. I can't help it.
I'll take it.
Take it. So it's coming out. We talked about it last week. Capcom stock. Mm-hmm. And Nintendo stock skyrocketed when Japan found out that there's going to be Monster Hunter, as I call it, XX.
Mm-hmm.
Monster Hunter X is going to give it to you.
There you go.
That was my joke. That was my corny joke.
I'll take it.
All right. The game already came out for 3DS earlier this year, but there will be actual cross save. Well, no, it'd be crossplay with Switch when it comes out with Switch and 3DS.
So they're gonna have online play and whatever.
They will have online play, yes.
Yeah. So you can play with people on the 3DS. I think it's like up to 4 people in a party or whatever to go out on the missions and whatnot.
Well, the Switch version is coming out in Japan only. It's only Japan, August 25th.
Which is surprising. There's no U.S. release.
No U.S. release. Monster Hunter is at a big franchise over here. I mean, we get Monster Hunter games all the time.
We do.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe they may make an announcement at E3.
Well,
Monster Hunter Double X.
Even if they do, like... Will me and you really?
No, probably not. But I mean, it'd just be nice to see it come over on the Western Shores. It's another quality title for the Switch that people would buy.
Well, players will also be able to transfer save data back and forth between 3DS and Switch. So if you have a 3DS, if you have a Switch, you can, do your save data.
That's kind of fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know how much use you would get out of it. Because you're gonna if you own a Switch, you're gonna play it on Switch, right? If you only own a 3DS, you're gonna play it on a 3DS. So I guess it'd be good for
Well, no, put it this way: if you already have the game and you've been playing it on your 3DS, and all of a sudden the Switch version comes out, and now you want to buy it on the Switch.
Oh, well, that's true. You can
save data.
You can move it over to the better version.
We get moved over to the Switch version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. True.
All right. Speaking of games that's supposed to come out in August.
On my birthday.
It is your birthday. Well, you know what? You can during your birthday, you can sit here and play Monster Hunter.
Nice.
For the Switch.
In Japanese.
Yes. Well,
I know. I don't really know any.
You don't know Japanese.
I don't really know Japanese.
Because if that's the case, you wouldn't need to read the subtitles in Tekken.
That's true.
All right. So you know what game you won't be able to play on your birthday month? Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor 2.
Aww.
It was supposed to come out in August. They just said it got delayed. Not too long. October.
That's reasonable. That's not bad at all. No need to get alarmed over that.
Well, it will now be a worldwide release on Xbox One, PS4, PC, October 10th.
Ambitious.
So, we'll know more at E3. I'm sure they got to put a little bit of spit shine on it. I love it. That's one game I keep forgetting to go back to.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Did you beat it, or are you going to wait 5 years?
The
Dave's normal time frame of beating the game.
It kind of whatever. You have a million games you haven't beaten yet, all right?
I'm knocking them off the list. I got back to Zelda eventually.
Yeah. That eventual timeline will be it'll be like 20 years down the line. Oh, I finally beat Zelda. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. Well, it'd be Zelda for the mini Switch.
Yeah.
That'll come out, and I'll be like, I finally beat the old Zelda.
Well, I was playing Shadows of Mordor at the same time as Alien Isolation because they came out around the same time ish. So Alien came out, played Alien like crazy, and then Shadows of Mordor, and then that fell off. So I should beat it. I think I still have my character save. So I love that game. I mean, it was great.
I really like that game too. I got it for the Xbox originally. I have I think there was like a definitive edition. I think I have that for the PS4.
Probably. I think I had some DLC.
Like the game of the year, something like that. I have that. I have that for PS4.
Yeah.
That came out. It was GameSpot's Game of the Year. With 2015, right? It was 2015, 2014. When did Dragon Age Inquisition come out?
2014.
2014. Okay, because
yeah.
IGN.
I believe it was 2014.
It was Dragon Age and Middle Earth that were back and forth as far as Game of the Year. And I know IGN gave it to Dragon Age, and GameSpot gave it to Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor 1. So, all right. Well, we
deserved.
Well, we gotta. Well, you know what? We gotta wait for Red Dead, and in its place, we have another great game.
Indeed.
So, all right. Let's get into remember those leaked Smash Brothers images that we saw like last week? Turns out they're actually fake.
Womp womp.
Everyone got all excited because they saw these images and thought, we were going to get like a Smash Brothers Deluxe with the Wii U and 3DS stages. Turns out it's fake.
Well, not surprising. Not surprising.
So, it's 100% fake. The creator Josh from the Bit Block pretty much, fessed up and said he put the video and stills together. Everyone was super excited. I was semi-excited but skeptical, like why, this is sort of drop the mic, right? At an E3 at the end. Like I got one more thing.
Right. Pull an apple. I got one more thing.
I got one more thing. Smash Brothers Deluxe. The definitive edition.
If they called it Deluxe, I'd be furious. What are they going to do? They're going to add one more character and then charge me $60 again? No, I'm good.
Whatever.
I would protest.
Whatever. You would buy this game. Stop it. You would buy this game. You would happily buy this game. You bought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
I did buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Twice. You brought it twice.
Well, I mean, one of those got returned. So.
But you bought it.
One of those got returned.
But you bought it.
I did.
So yeah. So no. So the game. All right. So it is 1,000% fake.
No. Are you mad? Are you mad that this guy did this and put this out there, or?
I don't know if I'm mad. I mean, he generated excitement for it. He generated excitement for Nintendo's, not their press conference, but their direct during E3. He's making everyone, or maybe look at it this way. Put it this way. Maybe Nintendo's happy he did it so they can gauge excitement for it.
Sure. Like, are people ready for a Switch version of Smash Brothers?
Yeah. Well, it has to be.
The answer is yes.
Switch. It has to be the Wii U stages and the 3DS stages.
Right. Well, it has to be more than just that. I want a whole new game. I don't want a deluxe.
No, it's not going to be a whole new game.
Then wait. Listen. Make it like 2019. That's fine. Put out a Donkey Kong game next year, or a Metroid game next year, or a Pokemon Coliseum game, and wait on the Smash.
To keep up. No. To keep up with. Well, put it this way: if they do have a new Smash, right? Maybe put this out this year, and put the new Smash out 2-3 years from now.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. You can play Smash on the go with super high res graphics.
Ooh.
Sure.
Ooh. Nintendo, you can have this for free. I just thought of this. I'm a genius. Okay. I am a certified G. Rated G for genius.
Don't hold back now on the praise.
I'm not gonna hold back. Not gonna hold back. Look, listen. Switch, right? Smash Brothers Switch. You pick 2 characters. And you can have 2 characters, and you can switch between them both. That sounds awesome. That's awesome. That's like, come on, that's like Capcom versus Marvel, right? You have 2 characters, and you can switch between them.
Marvel versus Capcom, but sure.
Yeah, whatever. Same premise, right? That's awesome. You're gonna have to listen. We had 2 characters in Double Dash.
I know,
right?
I know,
and we never had that again.
That's true. That's true.
So come on. So Smash Brothers, you can pick 2 characters, and you can switch between them.
It's not a bad idea if that's the new mechanic that they put into the Smash Brothers Deluxe.
For Switch.
Not buying it.
Yes, you are.
I pass.
You would love it. Stop it.
Hard pass.
You would love it. Stop it. Anyway, speaking about Marvel versus Capcom versus Marvel, doesn't matter the name, doesn't matter the title. All right. So we know this is coming out this year. Yeah. The new game's coming out this year. And we have a leak. There's a leaked list of characters. And it's the characters that aren't on the list that's like making headways. We haven't seen any of the X-Men characters on here.
Well, I believe, I don't know if it was like substantiated, but I thought that because Disney owns the Marvel license and does not own the license to the X-Men characters because it's owned by Sony.
Let me correct you. They own the movie rights to those characters. The toys, anything that doesn't have to deal with the movie.
So
Disney owns it.
On a legal standpoint, they could put those characters.
Yes. Okay. However, if you I don't know if you kept up with the comic books, Marvel is systematically destroying like the X-Men and Fantastic Four stories because they don't want to prop them up, get them popular so the movies can make billions of dollars for someone else and not them.
So they're getting away from mutants. They're now in humans, right?
Yes,
that was the thing.
That's the thing. Well, in humans, It's not like Inhumans is a new thing. Inhumans were around with the mutants.
Well, sure, but they weren't like
they weren't
AAA.
They weren't as big. No, they weren't as big as mutants. But Inhumans were always around. They were like a different type of,
superhero.
Well, they were a different type of sort of like a mutant, right? These were like just from an ancient race of humans from another planet, right, or whatever. I don't remember. I never really paid that much attention.
Details
to
are
them.
Easy.
Yeah, I never paid that much attention to him because I was always an X-Men. X is gonna give it to you. I was always an X-Men fan, so I never really.
Two DMX references in one show.
There we go. He's making a comeback, baby. He's making a comeback. Don't make me bark like a dog on you.
Oh boy.
So I don't know. I never been a big Inhuman fan, but they. Theoretically, yes. Everyone is incorrect. Fox does not own the X-Men flat out. They own the movie rights. So they can put X-Men in this game, but why would they do that when they want to push the MCU and they have a deal with Sony so they can use Spider-Man, who is rumored to be in the game. They want to push the MCU hard, which from a business standpoint makes sense. So I'm disappointed, but I understand.
There's a pretty solid list here on the Marvel side. I mean, just to kind of run a couple names off: Ant-Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, Ultron. What would you say? There's like 25 to 30 leaked characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Capcom side. I mean, you got your staple Ryu. I think Ken should have been in the game, like the new version of Ken. He's not in the game apparently. You know what? Let's focus on Capcom. Like this is like you got Dante. Really, Chun-Li. I understand. I like Chun-Li.
No, Dante, I'm okay with.
You're okay with Nemesis?
I'm okay with Nemesis. I would rather have Jill Valentine in there, maybe.
Yeah.
I see Firebrand, the red winged demon from Ghost and Goblins. I mean, come on.
Okay, so and then what is Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter is the name of the game, not the name of a character.
I don't know.
I don't understand that. That part I didn't get.
In Mega Man, where's Mega Man? No Mega Man.
Mega Man has to be on this.
This is an incomplete list.
There has to be a Mega Man in there. And then who's X?
We all know X is going to give it to you. Third reference.
Boom.
In the episode.
I queued it up for you nicely.
I want to say X is from the Mega Man franchise.
Is it Mega Man X? Could that be?
Maybe the X may be the Mega Man X. Yeah.
Could it be Mega Man X?
Yeah.
So
that would make sense. So we'll see how all this fleshes out. I have a strong feeling it's going to be more than 25 or 30 characters listed here in the final game, plus whatever DLC they're going to throw at it. So
all right, let's move on. So I have Prey. I didn't accidentally. I did pre-order Prey, and Prey is not really my type of game. I haven't played it yet, so I forgot to cancel my pre-order. I'll be honest. So it came in the mail, and I was like, oh yeah, I did pre-order. I pre-ordered it like 6 months ago. I still haven't opened it up. It got sort of mediocre scores. So, it's either you like it or you think it's type of game. I mean, it's Dishonored in space, basically.
Right. Okay.
Still, it's out for PS4, PS4 Pro. PS4 Pro, the PS4 just got a patch for the PS4 Pro. And it'll,
Oh, so you're saying that there were some issues with PlayStation version?
I'm saying there was some hiccups, some frame rate issues. It's no biggie.
Yeah, they ended up
biggie.
They ended up putting out a semi-critical patch for it, I guess.
It's no
fix.
biggie. Digital Foundry, did some things. Blah blah blah. We don't really need to talk about this. Get some hiccups. Nobody even cares about Prey.
Right.
Nobody cares. You know what? If you want to play Prey, play it on PC.
Well, here's the right, superior. Here's the I guess the upside to this whole thing. Good on Digital Foundry for addressing the issue.
Whatever.
And patching it. What, you gonna throw the developer under the bus because they care about their product?
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Listen. They Digital Foundry, they found some glitches. So what? So what? It's Prey. No one cares. Yes, I said it because I don't care.
There you go. Straight from the horse's mouth right there. Prey.
I don't really care. All right, let's go on to your people.
My people.
Your people.
Oh boy.
Your people. Your Xbox people.
It's not inside any riots over here.
Your X-heads.
Uh-huh.
Your X-heads. Is that what they call them? X-heads?
I don't know.
Heads? I don't know either. So there's rumors that the Scorpio, the rumored superpower of consoles that's going to come out, it's coming out it could come out in August.
Right.
This is complete BS.
Mm-hmm. Okay, tell me why.
I don't think this is complete BS. I don't think this is even a thing, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It can't come out that early.
Why?
It's like the Saturn.
Well,
not to mention there's games that gotta go through cert. And there's still games that have to go through cert that's not gonna be able to come out in time for August. Because if that's the case, if it comes out in August, you wanna have a bunch of games come out for launch, correct?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's not gonna be in August.
Well, the thing of it is, games that are, any game on the Xbox One should and will be compatible with the Scorpio, right? Is there any benefit of playing it on the Scorpio, much like the PS4 Pro with the enhanced visuals? You know, you can still play any game on the Scorpio. Will it be Scorpio enhanced? Maybe not.
Well, this comes from a tweet from someone who actually works at Microsoft, who says,
insider knowledge.
Yeah, he's a little insider. I mean, we don't know if this is actually true or not, but he did tweet out that launch games require certification. All right, what was his exact tweet?
Like it says here from Jez Corden. The rumors of the Scorpio hitting in August or even earlier are false. Launch games require a cert against October 2017 XDK, which is their software developer kit. XDK, I guess, X for Xbox in this case. So, if that's true, then a November launch is most likely, which is normally where these systems fall, right?
Yeah, Xbox One, PS4 all came out late November.
Mm-hmm. Most is the PS2 was
middle
November,
November,
I think, or
yeah,
November, early December.
Only Dreamcast was like $999.
Right, Dreamcast was $999.
And Saturn came out
of the blue
in June.
Yeah, in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, most likely it's going to be November. If it came out earlier, though, would it be bad?
Well, what are you going to play on it?
Well, we'll see at E3.
Can't play Monster Hunter.
Well, no.
No, but see, like if it comes out, it's like the Nintendo thing. When it comes out, you want to have a launch library. So you want to launch the Scorpio, the most powerful system of all time. Woo! You want to launch that sort of like in the middle of the holiday season when you're going to get all these great AAA games
that are going to have Scorpio support.
Yeah. So that just makes sense. Even the Pro came out, sort of in the fourth quarter, right? I mean, during the fall, it came out in September.
Right. Well, see, there you go. Came out in September.
It came out in late September. It came out with a bunch of games that are coming out.
Which,
listen, September is like the start, right? We got Metal Gear that came out in September. All right. You got Mad Max that came out in September. Yeah. Great, overrated game, underrated game. I mean, the only problem it had is it came out the same day as Metal Gear.
Yeah, maybe you stagger that out by a week or two.
Right. Destiny came out in September, and this September we're gonna get the new Destiny 2. Right.
So we'll see. I mean, we'll know.
Which I didn't forget. I'm Shake Shack bet. It's coming out in September, buddy.
It's gonna get delayed.
It's not gonna get delayed.
Well, we'll know.
I like a double Shack burger. Thank you.
We'll know more about how wrong Danny is about the Destiny launch and more news on the Scorpio.
You know what?
And the launch date at E3.
I'm thinking I may switch this bet up.
No, the bet is the bet.
Instead of getting a double instead of getting a double Shake Shack burger, I may want you just to wear a GMG shirt outside.
Then the bet is dissolved. If you change the bet, there is no longer a bet.
I think it's a bet.
No, that's not how that works.
So all right, let's stick with Microsoft. Apparently Microsoft didn't like the name Halo when it first came out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. So, All right.
I'll let you speak on this. This is your peep.
No, go
your
ahead.
peeps.
Okay.
It's your peeps.
Go ahead.
It's your peeps. You're an ex-head. You're an ex-head. Go ahead. I give it to you.
Well, no, I was just curious if you knew the origins of Halo.
No, I didn't.
Because originally,
this was on Apple. Yes.
Originally it was going to be a multiplayer game for Mac. Because Bungie was big on Mac support with their games and whatnot, and they made a handful of really good games that came out, and then Microsoft bought Halo because they're like, oh, look at this, we need something for our system. This looks great. Let's pick this up. That was
on a whim that they didn't think Halo was going to be like their big thing. They had this platformer that thought that was going to be their big Xbox game.
Yeah, nope, not at all.
And no one cared.
And Halo was originally, I think, supposed to be multiplayer, big battle type thing, you versus the Covenant, and you could kind of play like either side, and it was going to be that. And then they decided to do, well, let's kind of turn this into a big single player campaign and whatever else. And multiplayer almost wasn't even a thing for the game.
Well, it was glitchy. It didn't work.
No, it didn't work at all.
Until sort of, or right before, sort of like maybe a couple of months before the game was supposed to be released, they got it to work.
Yeah,
and it made.
It was kind of like a last minute thing, and they kind of pushed it out there. Felt very GoldenEye-ish, right? GoldenEye got the multiplayer snuck into their game and whatnot.
Well, it was glitchy. You would be shooting a guy forever.
You're right, and you just wouldn't die, and it's like,
But pretty much, I guess Microsoft thought Halo didn't mean anything, which is why Halo 1 is called like Halo. Well, I'll give it to you, Mr. Halo.
It has the subtitle Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
Right, which no other Halo game
had a subtitle.
Right, they're all just like Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But what does Combat Evolve even mean?
Right, like that's like the thing. It's like,
well, at least,
okay.
Well, at least Halo, I know what it means, right? That's a thing that surrounds a planet.
Kind of, yeah, sure. Right? I mean, Microsoft is quoted with saying that they felt it had an effeminate feel because of Halo's on an angel and whatever else, like. It's just very interesting, like this whole kind of like backstory to it.
It could almost, what if Halo would have stayed on Mac? All right.
Oh my God.
What if Mario would have never came out? What if Mario Brothers never came out?
Yeah.
What if they went with their original plans and it wasn't Sonic?
Oh my God, I know.
Where would we be as gamers today?
Yeah, I mean, Halo is so important to the Xbox's success. Especially the original Xbox. Like, that was their game for, like, the longest.
Well, I would think... I give you one better. I think Master Chief is like...
He's the mascot for the system.
He's the mascot for the system because, I mean, you can have Halo games without Master Chief. Mm-hmm. We've already played Locke and four other missions, right? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You also
if you count the wars.
Well, sure. Sure. And then there was Halo 3
you got the
ODST.
You got the ODSTs. You got the 2 war games, and there was another Halo game, right? Yeah, there was another Halo game. What was it?
There was Reach too. Reach was the other one.
Yeah, and you got Reach. Mm-hmm. So that didn't have the Master Chief. So I think Master Chief. Do you think? Let me ask you this. This way. Do you think they can sell a game that's like Master Chief but not Halo?
Like in a different genre?
Not a different genre. Well, like Mario, right? I guess yes, in a different genre. Can Master Chief play pinball?
I'm gonna give that a hard no.
No, you don't think Master Chief can play tennis?
I don't think. I mean, if you want to make a pinball table and have it on like Pinball FX2 on like Xbox, I'll play it for sure. I'd play it.
All right. What if they made a game? What if they made a game that was sort of still first person shooter? Right. Out of what Chief? Mm-hmm. But now he's doing something else. He's saving another galaxy from some other alien, or a crossover.
Not have the Covenant.
Not have the Covenant.
It's got to be done in a way that's. I mean, I'm all for
Master Chief joins Mass Effect.
Well, no.
RPG.
He already had the crossover. Well, a Spartan had a crossover in Dead or Alive 4, and it was weird.
It was a little weird.
You could play as the female Spartan. I forget the call sign number. But.
Well, I guarantee you, Master Chief is going to be in Killer Instinct at some point.
Maybe.
Oh, I want to edit my predictions. Master Chief is going to be in Killer Instinct Season 4 for the Scorpio.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Yes.
There's a possibility for it.
Yes.
There's a possibility.
We already saw the alien.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
They already had it. They already had a Halo character in Season 3.
That's true.
And I told you, I think they were holding it back. I think they were holding Master Chief back because they knew they were working on the Scorpio.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, if you wanna see more about this, 343 published a video on Waypoint, their kind of Halo universe service or whatever. So I'd say check it out. It's definitely pretty interesting.
So, all right, let's get into our last news story of the day. So we talked about Far Cry 5's sort of
controversial story.
Well, I don't think it's a controversial story, but there was some controversy online. So, about pretty much pastors, what we think is sort of a pastor in this super religious Christian cult takes over this town in Montana that converts people to their cult.
Mm-hmm. Brings them into the fold.
The Joseph and Joseph family.
Mm-hmm.
He's a white villain and white Christian villain in America. Right. So apparently someone started a petition to cancel Far Cry 5. Don't know how that is even possible to cancel a game that's already ready to come out next year. Next year. So this sounds ridiculous. What are your thoughts on it?
It's insane. Kind of reading this thing, I'm just gonna read the first 2 paragraphs. Indulge me on this.
All right.
Because this is straight from the petitioner's mouth. From Gamers United. All right.
Didn't know Gamers United was a thing.
Well, it is. Do
we unite? Because this doesn't really sound united on anything.
Well, let's see.
It sounds divided.
Okay. Enough is enough, Ubisoft. We've sat through your multicultural lectures and your preachy games aimed at degenerates and misgenitors. We've tolerated it in the name of gameplay design and innovation. But no more! Far Cry 5 is an insult to your fan base. The Americans who make up the majority of your customers. And it's time that you woke up to that fact. Change this or cancel it. Us gamers have had to endure a lot of crap over the last few years. The targeted harassment by the mainstream press through Gamergate, the terrible launch and outright lies of highly anticipated video games, the outright censorship of art through localization policies, the continued rejection of romantic partners when they find out our hobby, the appropriation of our culture by so-called gamers on Twitter. No more! And he goes on.
Okay, is it just me, or is that a blatant contradiction of him saying, he's tired of, the censorship?
Yet he wants to censor this game.
Yet he wants to censor this game.
Right.
The hypocrisy of the first of this petition.
Right.
Makes no sense.
Right. And there it is right there. I mean, he weaves and he goes around and it's just a muddled mess, but at the core of it, he's butthurt because it's targeting white people, it's targeting America, and targeting the Christian religion, which he may or may not be offended by. I'm going to assume yes in this case, right? So how is this any different than Far Cry 4, right? Far Cry 4.
Pagan men.
Right. Pagan men, and, he was of a certain ethnicity, and, he was of a certain religious faith, probably. I don't know how much that came out in Far Cry 4, but, no outcry on 4, no outcry on Far Cry 3, whoever that main villain was.
By this guy.
Right.
There was no petitions by this guy.
Yeah, well, the Gamers United group or whatever it is.
Yes.
But yes. I mean, it's just, if you don't like it, don't play it. That's basically what it boils down to, right?
But he's fighting. Listen, we're not going to get into the whole Gamergate thing because Gamergate has nothing to do with feminism. It's about journalistic integrity.
Yes, at the core.
At the core of what Gamergate is, and not what it got pulled into. Mm-hmm. But obviously he's fighting for against censorship. You should be able to make whatever you want to make. Mm-hmm. Expression, it's art, and if you don't like it, don't play it.
Exactly.
So he should take his own advice, pretty much.
Right.
And if you don't like it, don't play it.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly disagree with it and have your opinions against it, but yeah, you can't make a petition to ban.
Look at me.
Right.
I'm not playing Prey. Even though
he bought it. Even though he bought it.
By accident.
Even though he bought it.
By accident.
He is taking a stand and not playing that mediocre game.
Taking a stand and not playing Prey 2, which is really 2, but I'm not playing Prey because, you know what? I don't really care.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna kind of say it again and try and tie it into this because I know we talked about it a little bit last week. I'm super hyped for Far Cry 5. I haven't really played too much of the other Far Cry games, but this one is like...
I beat Far Cry 4 in 10 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Rated G, baby.
So I'm super hyped for this. It has the potential to be Game of the Year. I'm saying that now. If they do it right and the story's good, potential Game of the Year.
Whoa, we didn't even get through 2017. He's already calling 2018 Game of the Year.
Potentially.
It'll be right up there with the Order 1887, according to Dave.
I see good things for this game. If the story is bad, it's gonna have a bigger effect than Ubisoft doesn't have good sales for Far Cry 5 because it's gonna be they handled this they handled this subject matter poorly, right? I think it may set things back a little bit for games. Because it's like, games aren't mature and whatever else. So I hope it does well. Hope it gets 9s across the board because 10's is a little far-reaching. But
so, all right. Well, just one more thing I forgot to mention.
Mm-hmm. Tell us, Steve Jobs.
One more thing.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we know E3 is next week.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about predictions? I forgot to mention earlier that one of my just random predictions that Ubisoft will have a super awkward, weird conference.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know, Aisha Tyler has been like the host for like the last 3-5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Aisha Tyler is not going to be hosting this year.
Interesting.
And my prediction will still stand packed because it would still be awkward.
Fair prediction.
There we go.
Fair prediction.
There we go.
So, all right. That's our show. We want to thank you guys for sticking with us and checking out this latest episode. You guys can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google Plus at Rated G for Gamers. You can always email us at ratedgforgamers@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. So please like, listen, subscribe, and
as always, keep gaming.